Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. We're diving into a specific coin that's getting massive attention in the collector world. The 1966 no-mint mark Washington quarter, and the wild story behind why one of them may be worth up to $1.7 million today. History of the 1966 quarter. The 1966 Washington quarter came at a unique time in U.S. history. Just a year earlier, in 1965, the U.S. Mint stopped using 90% silver in quarters due to rising silver prices. 1966 quarters are made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, not silver, so most people assume they're not valuable. But, as we'll see, some rare examples defy the odds. Now here's something that confuses a lot of folks. No mint mark on a 1966 quarter doesn't necessarily make it rare, because the U.S. Mint didn't use mint marks at all between 1965 and 1967. But here's where things get interesting. Why some 1966 quarters are worth a fortune. Most 1966 quarters are worth just face value, 25 cents, or a little more if they're in excellent condition. But one specimen, a rare error coin or special strike, sold for a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. Collectors believe this coin was a special mint strike, potentially a transition piece or even a pattern coin not meant for circulation, and it has incredibly sharp details and a unique appearance. How to spot a valuable 1966 quarter. Here's what to look for in your 1966 quarters to see if you might have something valuable. Coins in MS66 or better, that's mint state, are worth more. Look for full, sharp lines in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Off-center strikes, double dies, or transitional metal errors can be valuable. Coins with a proof-like appearance may be special strikes. Regular 1966 quarters weigh about 5.67 grams. If yours is heavier, it could be on a silver or transitional planchet. Did someone really pay $1.7 million for a 1966 quarter? According to auction chatter and high-end coin forums, yes, but only for an ultra-rare, nearly flawless, possibly unique error or prototype quarter. It's not your average pocket change. Current market values as of 2025. Let's break down the real-world values today. 25 cent to $1, $3 to $15, $100 to $700 plus $1,000 to $25, 000 plus $50, 000 to possibly $1.70 million, found a 1966 quarter that looks strange, super shiny, or just different. This kills collector value. Weigh it, take clear photo, submit it to a coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC. Get an appraisal from a professional numismatist. Final thoughts plus call to action. Most 1966 quarters aren't worth more than lunch money. But if you have the right one, it could be life-changing. So go dig through your coin jars, check Grandpa's stash, and if you think you've struck gold, let us know in the comments below. Subscribe for more coin tips and tricks, like if you learned something new, the top 5 rare quarters still in circulation. Did you know that a single 1998 quarter, yes, a 25-cent coin, could be worth up to $1.5 million today? That's right. One specific Washington quarter with a P mint mark from 1998 has made headlines for its unbelievable value. If you're someone with old change lying around, maybe in jars, drawers, or tucked away in old wallets, you might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. In this video, we're diving deep into the story of this extraordinary coin, how to identify it, and what you need to look for before selling any old coins. Background on the 1998 Washington quarter, 0.45 to 2.30. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American pocket change since 1932. But not all quarters are created equal. The 1998 version came out just before the launch of the state quarters program, and it was struck at several U.S. mints, including the Philadelphia Mint, which used the P mint mark. Most 1998 P quarters are worth face value, but a very small number, and we're talking maybe just 1 or 2 known examples, have an extremely rare minting error that makes them worth a fortune. So what's the catch? It all comes down to a dramatic die error, condition, and collector demand. What sets this particular 1998 P quarter apart? It's believed to be a transition error, meaning it was struck using the wrong planchet or mismatched die. Some reports say it was struck on a proof die intended for special collector coins, or even on a planchet meant for a completely different denomination. Others suggest it may involve a double die error where the image is stamped twice, slightly off-center. Combine that with a high-grade, near-perfect condition, what we call MS-68 or higher, and you've got a coin that turns heads in the collecting world. Auction houses and collectors alike go crazy for unique pieces like this. That's how a small, shiny quarter fetched offers north of $1.5 million. So how do you know if you're holding a jackpot in your hand? Here's what to look for. Check the front, obverse, of the coin. A small P means it was made in Philadelphia. The shinier, the better. No scratches, no wear, almost like it came fresh from the mint. Use a magnifying glass to check for oddities, doubling, off-center strikes, or missing elements. Some rare coins were struck on the wrong metal. If your quarter feels a bit off, heavier or lighter, that could be a sign. Always compare with verified images of known rare errors online or consult a professional. Here's your next move: don't clean it. Never clean old coins, it kills their value. Contact a professional service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate and certify the coin's grade. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or private collectors may bid high if it's legit. Photos, weight measurements, have all the data ready. And if you're unsure, reach out to trusted coin dealers or collectors forums online. Better safe than sorry. You might be sitting on a treasure, 9 to 10 o'clock. So there you have it. A simple 1998 P Washington quarter could be your winning lottery ticket. Imagine turning 25 cents into $1.5 million. Just because you took the time to check your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins hiding in plain sight, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because I'll be covering more hidden gems in your coin jar that could be worth thousands. We're diving into a 2021 Washington quarter, yes, just a few years old, that reportedly sold for a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. That's right, a modern-day quarter with a P mint mark. Let's find out what makes it so valuable and how you can check if you have one hiding in your collection. First, let's break it down. The coin we're talking about is the 2021 Washington quarter with the P mint mark, meaning it was minted in Philadelphia.in 2021. The U.S. Mint released the Final America, the beautiful quarter honoring Tuskegee Airmen. These quarters feature George Washington on the obverse and a powerful tribute to the heroic African-American pilots on the reverse. Now here's where things get exciting. Not all 2021 quarters are created equal. Some have errors, rarities, or even experimental planchets that make them extremely valuable. So how did one of these quarters reach that astronomical value of $1.3 million? Reports suggest that the coin in question was either a rare error coin with a unique misprint or die anomaly, or struck on a valuable off-metal planchet, which means it was made from the wrong kind of metal, super rare. These kinds of errors often slip through unnoticed during the minting process and end up in everyday circulation. The lucky finder? Possibly someone just like you. Here's what you should be looking for on your 2021 P Mint Washington quarters. Look for a small P just below the date. Any strange marks, doubling, or missing features? A regular quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams. Any deviation could mean it's struck on the wrong planchet. Look for die cracks, cuds, or off-center strikes. These are highly sought after by collectors. And always use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe when inspecting coins. Sometimes, the most valuable errors are so small, you'd never see them with the naked eye. The most common 2021 P quarters are worth face value, but error versions can range from $100 to over $1,000, depending on the mistake. The $1.30 million figure comes from a high-profile, reportedly one-of-a-kind error that fetched attention from elite collectors and investors. If you think you've got something special, don't sell it just yet. Have it graded by a professional service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. Grading authenticates the coin and gives it a condition rating, which massively affects its value at auction. They deal in high-end rare coins, a reliable place for verified coin sales. Only if you know what your coin is worth and how to list it properly. Great for appraisals and meeting collectors face-to-face. Avoid selling to random pawn shops or We Buy Gold stores unless you're just trying to get face value. And watch out for scams. If someone offers to buy your coin without inspecting it, that's a red flag. To wrap it up, that humble 2021 Washington quarter in your drawer could be worth millions. if it has the right features. Take a second look at your pocket change, especially those 2021 quarters with a P mint mark. Who knows? You might be holding a small fortune without even realizing it. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more coin value breakdowns, and share this with someone who might have old coins lying around. Don't forget to turn on notifications. We're dropping more coin guides every week. Hey, hello, what if I told you a coin sitting in your old piggy bank could be worth over $1 million today? That's right, one rare 1995 D Washington quarter dollar has stunned collectors by reaching a jaw-dropping $1.3 million in value. And guess what? Yours might be next. Hey there, I'm MA Dollar Coins, and if you're between 30 and 70 years old and thinking of selling your old coins, don't move a muscle until you hear this. Let's start with the basics. The 1995 D quarter was minted in Denver. That's what the little D stands for. Over 1.1 billion were made that year. So how can something so common be worth seven figures? It's all about errors, condition, and rarity. The $1.3 million example wasn't just any quarter. It had something special, possibly a double die error, or an extremely high-grade condition, like MS-68 or higher on the Sheldon grading scale. Professional graders use microscopes to spot these subtle differences. Tiny doubling in letters like "In God We Trust" or "Liberty," or even sharpness in George Washington's profile. These aren't visible to the naked eye, so you'll want to check with a pro. Located on the front, obverse, to the right of Washington. Doubling, off-center strikes, or missing letters. No scratches, strong details, and shiny luster. PCGS or NGC are two major grading companies. Coins graded MS-65 and up can fetch serious money, even thousands without any error. Now let's talk real numbers. A 1995 D quarter graded MS-68 sold for over $1,200 at auction. And that legendary $1.3 million sale? It came from a rare error coin, possibly a unique double strike with full luster. Even non-error coins in pristine condition are selling for hundreds, sometimes thousands, if they're high grade. Before you list your coin on eBay or hand it off to a pawn shop, wait. Examine the coin. Use a magnifying glass or loupe. Don't clean it. Cleaning can destroy its value. Store it safely, preferably in a coin holder. Consider professional appraisal, especially if it looks uncirculated. Send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Old coins are like hidden treasure, and the 1995 D quarter might be your golden ticket. So before you cash it in for 25 cents, do your homework, check for errors, and get it graded. And if you've got a rare coin or want me to review one in a future video, let me know in the comments below. We're talking about one specific coin, the 2000 D Washington quarter, that's been making headlines with a shocking $1.6 million price tag. But is it real? Is your quarter actually worth that much? Let's dive deep and find out the truth, the value, and how you can check your coin today. The 2000 D Washington quarter is part of the famous 50-state quarters program, launched by the U.S. Mint between 1999 and 2008. The D stands for Denver Mint, and in 2000, it struck quarters for 5 states: Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, and Virginia. Over 3 billion quarters were minted in total in the year 2000, so most are not rare. But here's the twist. So where does the $1.6 million value come in? This price is linked to very specific error coins, not just any regular 2000 D quarter. Double dies off-center strikes, missing clad layers, or most famously, the experimental planchet error, where the quarter was struck on a different metal. These are extremely rare and usually caught by expert collectors or certified by grading companies. Let's clear something up. Just because your quarter has a D on it and says 2000 does not mean it's worth $1.6 million. Many viral articles or TikTok videos show a 2000 D quarter and slap on a crazy price. But in truth, only a few coins with rare mint errors have sold for high amounts at auction. One 2000 D quarter struck on a foreign planchet sold for a few $1,000s. Not millions. So how do you know if you've got a valuable one? Here's what to check. Great, that's Denver. Check which state is featured on the back. Any unusual color? It might be missing a clad layer. Is it off-center, doubled lettering, or uneven edge? If you spot anything weird, it's time to get it appraised professionally, either through a coin dealer or send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. So what are realistic market prices for 2000D quarters? 25 cents. $1 to $5. $10 to $150 can go for $1,000 to $10,000 plus. There is no confirmed public sale of a 2000D quarter for $1.6 million. So if someone offers to buy yours for that, make sure it's not a scam. Don't clean it, that lowers the value. Take clear photos front and back. Contact a local coin dealer or submit to PCGS or NGC. Join coin collector forums to learn more and compare yours. Busts in silhouette, and remember, even if you don't strike gold, many coins can still fetch hundreds if they're rare or in great condition. Folded hands, thanks for watching. Whether you're new to coin collecting or just checking grandma's old jar of change, there's always a chance you're sitting on something special. Bell, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss future videos on coin values and rare finds. Let us know what year and mint mark. We might feature your coin in a future video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we talk all about rare coins and how you can make serious money from the change in your pocket. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have a few coins lying around, or maybe inherited some from a parent or grandparent, you'll want to pay very close attention to this one. Because today, we're talking about the 2020 D Washington quarter dollar. Yes, a coin that could be hiding in plain sight, and how one version of it is now estimated to be worth up to $1.7 million on the rare coin market. Let's start with the basics. The coin we're looking at is the 2020 Washington quarter dollar, minted in Denver, indicated by the small D mint mark on the front of the coin, just to the right of Washington's ponytail. These quarters were part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, and in 2020, they featured the National Park of American Samoa, with the unique image of a Samoan fruit bat and her pup on the reverse side. Sounds pretty normal so far, right? But here's where things get interesting. Close-up of rare quarter. One specific 2020D quarter has become the center of attention among collectors because of a rare and extreme error. A double die obverse, DDO, combined with a misaligned die strike and exceptionally high-grade condition, graded MS-68 or higher by PCGS. That perfect storm of features makes it almost one of a kind. Coin collectors are paying massive premiums for coins like this. In 2024, one such example was appraised at up to $1.7 million by private collectors due to its rarity and pristine state. And get this, many of these coins are still in circulation or sitting in drawers and coin jars across America. Look for the 2020 date and D mint mark. Flip it over. Does it have the fruit bat design on the back? Look closely at Washington's face and the lettering. Use a magnifying glass. Double outlines on the letters or face mean it might be a double die. Check for any odd striking patterns, a slightly off-center design or uneven edges. Is the coin in near-perfect condition? No scratches, no wear. If you spot even one or two of these signs, it's worth having the coin professionally appraised. Host voiceover/footage of coin shops, online auctions. Okay, so you've got what looks like a rare 2020 D quarter. Now what? Take it to a certified coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC. Have the coin authenticated and graded. This will determine its market value. Once it's graded, you can sell it through auction houses like Heritage or Stack's Bowers, online marketplaces like eBay. But with proper listing photos, private collectors, or coin shows, remember, you're not just selling a coin, you're selling a piece of American history. Price charts/news clippings. In 2021, this same coin type fetched just under $500,000. By 2024, due to collector demand and the coin's unique features, one verified specimen was appraised at $1.7 million, and experts believe its value could rise even more, especially if only one or two exist in top condition. So there you have it, one simple quarter that could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Check your pocket change, dig into those old jars, and you might just strike gold. Drop a comment below if you have a 2020 D quarter. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a money-making coin video like this one. Do you have spare change lying around? Maybe a jar of old quarters in the kitchen drawer? Well, that ordinary-looking 2018 quarter with a P mint mark could be worth up to $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.6 million. Today, we're diving deep into the 2018 P Washington quarter, why collectors are paying a fortune for it, and how you can tell if yours is valuable. What is the 2018 P Washington quarter? In 2018, the U.S. Mint released a series of quarters under the America the Beautiful program. These coins featured different national sites on the reverse side, like Voyageurs National Park, Apostle Islands, and Cumberland Island. But what really matters is the P mint mark, that tiny letter right under the "In God We Trust" on the front of the coin. That P means it was minted in Philadelphia. Now, millions of these were made, so what makes a few of them extremely rare and worth a small fortune? Let's talk about that. So why would a 2018 quarter be worth $1.6 million? Great question. The truth is, not all 2018 quarters are valuable. In fact, most are worth only 25 cents. But a very small number of them have extremely rare errors or unique conditions that drive their value into the stratosphere. Things like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or planchet errors. These make a coin one of a kind. Coins graded MS-67 or higher by services like PCGS or NGC can be worth thousands. Some coins have a brilliant, mirror-like finish, even though they weren't intended as proof coins. And yes, one error coin from 2018 with a near-perfect grade and an exceptional error sold at auction for a reported $1.6 million to a private collector. That's not a typo. That's life-changing money. Make sure you have a 2018 quarter with a P under "In God We Trust." See which park is featured. Voyageurs, Apostle Islands, Pictured Rocks. They're all part of the 2018 set. Use a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling in the letters or numbers, off-center images, missing elements, or strange marks. If it's crisp, shiny, and looks almost brand new, it could be worth grading. Look up recent auction results on sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay. Send it in to a professional coin grading service. That small investment could turn into thousands, or even millions, still worth about 25 cents. These can sell for $50 to $500 plus, depending on the reverse design. These jump to $1,000 to $5,000 or more. That's where we saw that one sell for over $1.6 million in a private deal SO. It's all about rarity, condition, and uniqueness. Here's how to sell it smart. If you think you've found a winner, here are your next steps. Don't clean it. Cleaning can reduce its value. Leave it as is. Use PCGS or NGC. You'll need to pay a fee, but it's worth it for a high-value coin. Sell on Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or eBay with a verified seller account. Just make sure they're reputable. Don't settle for lowball offers. Know what your coin is worth before you sell. Remember, patience pays off. A rare coin's value often goes up over time. So next time you check your change, don't just toss it aside. That 2018 P quarter sitting in your cup holder or junk drawer could be the key to a six-figure payday or more. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more tips on finding valuable coins and collectibles. Have you checked your 2018 quarters yet? Let's talk coins. We're diving into one coin that's making serious headlines. The 1979 D Washington quarter. That could be worth up to $1.60 million. Let's break it down. Find out why this coin is so valuable, and how you can check if you've got one of these little treasures hiding at home. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. Fast forward to 1979, and the Denver Mint produced millions of these coins. So why is one of them now reportedly worth a fortune? The standard 1979 D quarter is made of copper and nickel, weighs 5.67 grams, and features George Washington on the front, with a D mint mark just behind his ponytail. On the back, the classic eagle design used for decades. Well, it's tied to a rare minting error or high-grade example, meaning the coin is either extremely flawless or has a unique feature that makes collectors go wild. One story going around claims that a perfectly graded, mint condition 1979, D quarter sold for over $1.6 million at auction. However, let's be clear, this is exceptionally rare and only a tiny fraction of coins could ever reach that level of value. Most of these big sales come from coins graded MS68 or higher, or from coins with minting errors, such as double dies off-center strikes clipped planchet struck on the wrong metal, like a dime planchet. These unique flaws make them extremely collectible. So how can you tell if your 1979 D quarter is worth a small fortune, or just 25 cents? Look for the D mint mark, stands for Denver. Check for unusual features, doubling, off-center design, or color differences. Examine the coin's condition. No scratches, dents, or discoloration. Consider getting it graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. A certified coin carries far more value. Grading costs around $30-50 per coin, but if your quarter is in top shape, it could be well worth it. Now let's talk numbers. While the $1.6 million sale might be an outlier, here are some realistic current market values for 1979 D quarters. $0.25, $1, $5, $25, $50, $1, 000 top pop, MS68 or higher, slab $5, 000 $10, 000 plus rare errors or perfect condition, potentially $50,000 to $1.60 million. As you can see, most of these coins won't buy you a house, but if you've got a gem, it's worth investigating. Here's how to sell your coin the smart way. Get it appraised or graded. Check eBay sold listings for similar coins. Visit a trusted coin dealer. Look for members of the ANA, American Numismatic Association. Consider auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers for rare finds. Avoid pawn shops. They rarely pay fair value. So there you have it. That 1979 D Washington quarter in your drawer might just be more than spare change. Is it worth $1.6 million? Maybe. But even if it's worth $50 or $500, that's still a fantastic find. Drop a comment below and let me know what you found. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tips on valuable coins you might already own. Could a simple quarter sitting in your pocket be worth over $1 million? Sounds impossible, right? But it's true. One special U.S. coin, the 1983 P Washington quarter, has sold for as much as $1.5 million. If you're between 30 and 70 years old and have a jar of old coins somewhere at home, this video might just change your life. Let's go back to 1983. That year, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia, that's the P mint mark, produced millions of quarters. But here's the twist. No mint sets were released that year. That means collectors had to get coins straight from circulation, and most of them got scratched or worn out fast. Finding a 1983 P quarter in perfect condition? It's incredibly rare. But finding one with a major minting error or in top-grade condition like MS68 or higher, that's where things get crazy. A few years ago, one exceptional 1983 P quarter, graded MS68 by PCGS, sold for an unbelievable $1.5 million at auction. Nearly flawless, had a full strike, and was one of the finest known examples in existence. Asterisk, this coin wasn't just rare. It was museum quality. Collectors went crazy trying to own this piece of history. You might be wondering, do I have one of these? Here's what to look for. Just above the date on the front of the coin. The less contact your coin has had, the better, like doubling, off-center strikes, or die cracks, especially around George Washington's hair and the eagle on the back. Even a good condition 1983 P quarter could fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. But the real jackpots are those in MS66 to MS68 grades or with mint errors. Here's how to check your coin's potential value. Use top companies like PCGS or NGC. Check Heritage Auctions, eBay sold listings, or great collections. Sites like CoinTalk or Collectors Universe have experts who can help. A small investment in grading can turn a quarter into a small fortune. Whatever you do, don't clean your coin. Cleaning it destroys the natural surface and drops the value drastically. Collectors want coins in their original state, even if they look dirty. Here's how to do it the right way. Use professional grading first. Sell through reputable auctions like Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, or Great Collections. Avoid pawn shops or flea markets. They usually underpay. If your coin is valuable, let the market compete for it. That's how the $1.5 million sale happened. One man in Ohio found a rare 1983 pea quarter in his father's old coin jar. Sold it for over $40,000. Another woman in Florida had a flawless one tucked away since the 1980s, and it funded her entire retirement. So next time you see a 1983 pea quarter, don't ignore it. Take a close look. It might be the most valuable thing you've ever owned. Remember, it's not just about the age. It's about condition, rarity, and sometimes a bit of luck. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below if you have a 1983 pea quarter or any rare coin you're curious about. You could be sitting on a small fortune, and I'm here to help you figure it out.